the curb of my own doubt. Jaw locked tight, grind the rust out. Walk through ashes in my hand-me-down skin. Ink on my palm say never fold again. I'm that straight thought chewing through your guardrail. Raw nerve, bare wire, I was born to derail. Dust in my lungs from the days I choked on every quiet room where my name got joked. I stitch my scars with staple threads. Turn every closed door into sharpened regrets. You fed me static and called it a meal. I learned to sharpen every splinter I feel. I'm the last match in your leaking gas tank. Steel toe temper with a bone dry bank. I carve my hunger in the side of the wall. Each mark a moment you hoped I'd fall. I spit bricks, build a throne from the rubble. Shake hands with pain, call it double or nothing. Concrete hard, heavy as dead posts like a jackhammer. Break that cement. You see calm eyes, missed a fracture inside. I keep my fury like a weapon I hide. Step wrong, feel the floorboards bend. Every buried secret starting to trend. I'm the line between rumor and proof. Blueprint, stomp through the dust in your roof. I'm the line between rumor and proof. Blueprint, stomp through the dust in your roof. Wake up, jaw clenched, tongue tastes iron. Head full of ghosts, I'll chant and keep firing. I don't need a hook, I'm a right hand swing. Every word a bolt in a homemade sling. You stack lies like chairs in a church hall. Soon as I breathe, all that plastic will fall. Your crown's cheap chrome, flakes at the touch. Mine's bent rebar, still holding this grudge. My backbone's built from the bars you mock. Turned out in the tread on the boots I rock. You wrote me off like an overdue bill. I came back signed with the thread in the seal. I bled in basements, laughed in the dirt. Stitched my own name on the back of this shirt. No label, just label that overtime rage. Clock hands crack when they see my face. I talk in fractures, break room slang. Wear like a slam loud and excuses hang. You want comfort, go scroll your feed. I'm the late notice nail to your greed. Rust in my teeth, but my bite still lands. Every chipped edge, part of the plan. I don't chase peace, I corner the storm. Snap that halo, twisted into a form. Make brass knuckles out of every insult. Weigh your doubt like a guilty result. Walked halls lit by humming fluorescents. Cubicle coffin, stale coffee presents. Clocked in quiet, clocked out in fragments. Dreams in the margins of print out assignments. We said stay grateful, at least you're employed. While the air raid hope like a paranoid void. I raised my voice, they raised their brows. Tried to clap back, but they're silent now. I've been the last pick, first blamed, half paid. Ghost in the group chat, still unafraid. Carry 10 crews on a rusted back. Names in the credits, I'm the one they subtract. Now each breath hits like a firing line. Every syllable, a warning sign. I don't chant mantras, I break routine. Snap old patterns at the busted seams. Your comfort zone, just a padded cell. Soft white walls in the fragrant hell. I tore mine open with bitten down nails. Walked out dragging those broken rails. I'm the rumor turned into the headline print. Blood red font on the factory tent. From the punch clock cage to the blackout stage, I bring unpaid wage to collect that wage. I'm the audit you dodged, the account you hid. Although maybe later, that you never did.
Metal shavings on my tongue, teeth taste iron, gums feel young. Bullet bottle on the nightstand grinning, ceiling fan shadows keep on spinning.
Clock cracks sideways, numbers bleed tall. Dog tags dang the crack review car. Ash in the cup, hold her name on the warrant. Ink on my knuckles like a priest, bad sermon. Badlands brain, I was raised in a landslide. Hand-me-down hate, heavy boots on the thin ice. Teacher said breathe, I was busy inhaling. Secondhand rage from the vents and the railing. Steel-toed temper, I've been kicking at the fault line. Late rent letters piling up like chalk signs. Mom's voice folded in a cigarette box. Dad's last note was a hole through the locks. I don't trust mirrors, they quote my father. Same cold jaw, same flood in the harbor. Veins full of gravel, tongue full of static. I sharpen every thought till the silence is tragic. Concrete cradle, I was rocking the storm drain. Graffiti prayers on the wall, spell no saints. Every bruise turned into brass on my rib cage. Now my spine's one long backstage rampage. I don't chase halos, I sand them to rust. Hang them from nails till they drip old dust. If heaven has a dress code, I'm barred from the lobby. Blueprints, hood up, burn hands, black hobby. Metal shavings on my tongue, teeth taste iron, gums feel young. Still young. Boss man barking through fluorescent flicker. Buzz in the wires makes my jaw grind quicker. He says clock in, I see clocks as collars. Time card shivers in the teeth of the dollar. Stapler like a stapler impressed to my temple. HR smile with the file label mental. I file it under your law, be fossils while I breathe fumes from the busted air nozzle. Break room fridge full of stolen tomorrows. Microwave spinning everybody's sorrows. I taste burnt plastic, swallow that flavor. Put it in the verse as an exit favor. Cubicle walls like padded cells and drag. Printer coughs out, that's on office flag. I sign my name in invisible venom. Then I walk out slow through the strip mall heaven. Parking lot glittered with bottle cap halos. Shopping carts chained like attack dogs and payload. Clouds hang heavy like unpaid interest. Sky rights leaving invisible link script. Turnstile childhood, now a badge on the lanyard. Mouth full of sand, spitting out stand-up. Success is a coffin with a glass top window. You can watch me bail through the rusted side panel. I don't crave credit from a dead-eyed ledger. I keep my soul in the lock tape measure. Pull it out just to mark my damage. Every inch carved in the code I manage. Window shavings on my tongue, teeth taste iron, gums feel young. Bullet, in the boom, still young. Midnight kitchen tile cold as a morgue slab. Bills on the table like a slow motion car crash. Phone screen glowing like a one-way doorway. Every missed call feels staged for the coroner. Neighbors upstairs drop mitts on the floorboards. Arguments thunder through the thrift store decor. Sink full of plates, each one a confession. Soap won't touch this ghost impression. Pills in the cabinet, alphabet my demons. Labels read louder when the whole house leans in. I stare them down till the names look foreign. Turn the tap up, drown the whisper chorus. Rust ring circles where my patience settle. Coffee mug lip chipped like a false metal. Lie pace that hallway with the hunter's posture. Looking for the thought that'll try to cross me. My own reflection hides in the microwave window. Every blink sinks with the blackout crescendo. I've carved apologies into drywall corners, then painted over like novice mourners. If calm is a cage with a velvet lining, I'll rip that cloth to reveal the wiring. Expose each spark till it writes my diary. And burned out bulbs across the factory. Metal shavings on my tongue, teeth taste iron, gums feel young. Bullets feel young. Highway shoulders. Still dust. Cold jaw. Boot prints in the hallway. Breath tastes like copper and caffeine. I carve names in the desk with the house key. Teeth grinding through the morning announcements. Ink smeared on a failing report card. Like a door slam, echo in my rib cage. Every eye a crosshair aimed at my back. I walk in like a glitch in the camera frame. Teacher reads my file like a criminal name. Says, son, you're a storm in a paper plane. I say, I'm the match in a gasoline rain. All pass folded like a final verdict. Hard on alert, every nerve in the circuit. Principles praise, always sharp, never perfect. Smiles like a stain on a Sunday surface. My desk shakes when my knees starts jackhammer. Pencil tip snaps, hot the war map. Crack ban a whole brain wired like a sword and scanner. I got rules on my neck like a metal leash. Dress code choking any shred of peace. They preach about grace, about kind belief, but their eyes draw lines like dividing streets. The bully in the back row talks in threats. Hands on my chair, breath thick cement. He laughs at my shoes, at my cheap headset. I catalog harm like a silent debt. Lunch tray tilts, milk spills on my notes. Whole table stares like they smell gun smoke. Counselor says, just breathe, stay afloat. While she checks her watch, let the hallway choke. I learned quiet is a blade in a velvet sheath. Every rumor a brick in a jagged reef. I keep walking through whispers with grinding teeth. Turn shame to a weapon in the space beneath. They measure my rage with a broken scale. Call it phase, call it cry for help. Stale, I'm a red pen slashed through a golden tail. Wrong kid for the script, wrong kind of mail. Out back by the dumpster, sky looks rusted. Graffiti ghosts on the wall, half trusted. Old gum stuck like promises busted. I lace up slow with my knuckles dusted. Phone in my palm, crack glass, head signals. Scroll through feeds full of stage bright symbols. Smiles post tight captions, so civil. While my head writes lines that can split a temple. Home feels like a court with a crooked bench. Dad's late shift sweat, mom's jaw set tense. Bills on the table, words smell like fence. Every question lands heavy dents. What's wrong with your grades? Why you such a mess? Why the sink full? Why the room? Why the desk? Every why another weight on my chest. No one asks why the world feels like a test. Bedroom door shut, paint scratched at the edges. Poster corners peeled back, bent pledges. Alarm clock glare, red digital wedges. Night thoughts marching, uneven ledges. I spit bars in the whisper at the mirror glass. Mark time on my arm like a metronome pass. Mouth full of grit and a shadow cast. Every line another cut through the tangled mass. I imagine a stage made of factory steel. Chain link backdrop, sparks that feel real. Crowd full of kids with the same raw deal. Eyes locked in, every scar on reveal. No hook, just breathe and a raw confession. No chant for the suits to brand possession. Just pure, unfiltered compression of every slam door, every late detention. I'm not here for a neat redemption arc, not your poster child for. From dark to spark, I'm the hallway echo, the bite, the bark. The last test nailed in a burning park. Downstairs made of rumors and gossip, tasted bruised pride, jaw wide, still talking. Swallow cheap shots from the back of the classroom. Now my lines swing back, first crack through glass rooms. I don't do slogans, I do scar tissue scripture. Every line a fracture, every bar a rupture fixture. They said calm down, you're a little too intense, but their calm is a cage with invisible fence. So I shoulder checked out till his teeth hit tile. Watch fear spit, blood limp off in denial. I dragged Doubt's jacket through puddles of gasoline. Strike flint on my teeth, see it flare in the smog sheen. I walk alleys where the street names never got printed, where the cops show late and the sirens feel scripted, where hope learned jujitsu in a parking lot. Choke despair out cold, left it chalked in a vacant spot. I don't need your permission slip signatures. My life is a series of sabotage miniatures, little rebellions in the barcode aisle side. I at the scanners, pockets carrying trials. I've seen parents pawn rings to keep lights breathing. Kids learn fast that the landlord's gods need feeding. I grew teeth on that truth, bit through the curtain, saw the man at the lever shake hands with the serpent. Just business when the gutting starts, when the town's main street turns to foreclosed hearts. You stamp foreclosure on a family's oxygen, then post think pieces on compassion and doctrine. I've watched suits toast bonuses over evictions, sip imported guilt while they auction addictions. Corporate slogans stitched on a sweatshop sleeve, blood in the threads you still like share believe. Politician with a grin like a locked briefcase, every promise pre-sold, every handshake staged. They pose with shovels at the ground breaking, ground already broken by bodies they're erasing. Talk tough on crime from a manicured lawn, while the laws they sign made the crime machine spawn. Trade small-time hustlers for big-time donors, jail to hand them out night. Static on the warehouse wall, red exit sign buzzing like a threat. Boot print dust on the loading dock, broken glass tracing yesterday's regret. Steel door did it from a lost fight, fluorescent hum like a bad idea. Clock on the wall, frozen at midnight, someone called run with a rusted key. Cubicle straight through the wall. Clocked in young at the factory floor, barcode name on a locked glass door. Boss had a grin like a padlock click, promised the future handed out sick. Concrete breath, fluorescent sweat, every shift bed on a deeper debt. Hands on the belt while the parts kept shaking, soul on mute but the bones kept aching. Punch card pulse in a deadbeat town, sirens outside saying stay down. Camera stare from the ceiling grid, every small dream mark tracked hit. I met a man who forgot his own age, said the years got shredded with the time card wage. Tattoos faded but the numbers stayed clear, each one a month lost this year. Vending machine blinked like a slow blink eye, spitting out sugar in the slow drive die. Toe boots on the stained gray floor, I heard my heartbeat knock on the door. Walked out middle of a Monday grind, hard hat rolling as I left that shine like a lie, while the kid in the back can't look him in the eye. Billboard woman with a deathless grin, selling perfect skin for the perfect sin. Under that sign, there's a tent on the curb, two kids trading blankets for a half-warm verb. Politicians pose in their rolled-up sleeves, shaking 10 hands, then they wash off the sleeves. Campaign bus glides past, shattered glass never hits brakes for the underclass. Newsroom smiles in a bright blue glow, reads a script written 7 floors below. They talk about crime, but they skip that cause, like hunger, like grief, like crooked laws. I got a list of the names they erase. I spray each one across a hidden place, under every bridge, on every freight car, so the lost don't fade when the lights are far. I've been punched by the friends that I bled for, knocked on doors that I hammered my head for. Sleepless weeks with the phone on my chest, scared it might ring with the final text. Stare to the ink, turn to mold in the center. I peel that sheet, wrapped it tight round their slogan. Smother the chant, left the choir all frozen. They worship a symbol, stamped on cheap leather. I'm worshiping nothing, I'm severing tethers. Their crown is a logo glued to their forehead. Mine's just a scar where the headache got sorted. I crawled out the vent while they staged their confession. Found a back room stacked with their hidden obsessions. Ledger full of names under fluorescent weather. I blacked every entry with an oil slick feather. I'm the cough in your boardroom, the crack in your filter, dust in your optics, a permanent winter. You can laminate rules, you can laminate offers. I'm still walking barefoot, tracking mud on your office. A blueprint for vengeance. Your comfort is built on the backs that you twisted. I'm the tremor that says that the floor's gone ballistic. Your metals are mirrors that warp your reflection. Your handshake's a riddle that reeks of infection. I tore out the fuse from your praise generator, watched every fake halo fade of hardware. Each step a fracture in your climate control dark layer. If you're hunting for mercy, check the archives of heaven. If you're hunting for me, follow footprints in venom. I'll be standing unarmed in the heart of your racket. Jaw set like an nimble, soul shaped like a bracket. Bracket, bracket.
Still teeth grind in the gridlock fog. Rust rain drips from the factory jaws. Neon bruise burns on the concrete tongue. Dead clocks twitch in a hallway of love.
I was born in a landfill of hand-me-down halos and broken alarms. Every label like a staple in the skin of my arms. I disarm every fake little savior with a spreadsheet soul and a barcode charm. You can pray to your paywall, I'll drag your god out the back by the wires and the rebar. Caught out of that ash heap, blasting my grin, blood on my sneakers. Every kickback preacher took aim at my backbone, called me a defect, a creature. They fed me their bedtime threats, said the sky keeps score, said regret gets deeper. But the faith is a dead stock file in a lockbox room full of obsolete speakers. I chew static, spit splinters, carve names in the side of the store. You file form, keep warm, clock in just to rot in the norm. I tear norms like old posters from a crumbling wall in a bombed out dorm. Whole world built on a spreadsheet fantasy, I torch that script, let the code deform. I see wrist chain tight to a time card, altar veins full of rust. Every dream shrink wrapped in a brand safe box, sold back as trust. Your spine bends easy for a voucher and a promise that the boss stays just. But the justice is a coffin with a password lock and a thin paint cry. Voices chop in the dust, cut, cut, cut. Echo shredded to bits. Cut, cut, cut. I don't buy your balance, your wellness, your screensaver sunrise glow. It's a greenwash graveyard with a slideshow show for the fools in the front row. You pixelate pain into cute little charts, say look the numbers grow. But the numbers look back like a muzzle on the mouth that was built to blow. I got crowbar grammar, every line bent steel when it lands in the skull. I don't chant, don't dance to the algorithm drum, I dismantle the pole. You can trend for a minute, you can swim in the spin, but the undertow's dull. It just drags you in circles round a drain, made a dent till your lungs stay full. I walk hallways humming with fluorescent lies, eyes dry, jaw tied. Watch co-workers crumple their spines into chair-shaped cages till they fuse to the side. Manager grin like a cracked porcelain mask, voice soft, teeth white. Said we're family here, then sliced their hours in half through a spreadsheet night. Every team building day felt like old camp cosplay in a suit and a tie. Every open door policy slammed in my face when I asked, why do we die? For a discount pizza in a hollow award shaped like corporate pride. So I packed my rage in a backpack, bomb of words, walked out, never replied. Crack lots, satellite dishes like fossilized crowns. Every billboard screams a command in pastel steel overhung over towns. They sell courage in bottles, rebellion in shoes, redemption in pounds. But every product is a muzzle that hums in your hands while your heartbeat drowns. I saw kids trade fists for filter scars, for stat truth for a branded frame. Every story recut with the sugarcoat gloss so the sponsors stay tame. I throw salt on that sugar carve holes in the lens, drag new ones back into the game. If your angle ain't ugly, ain't honest, ain't raw, then it stays for reclaim, not change. I keep ink like shrapnel under the skin. hooks that bite through the hype and the
Steel teeth on the fretboard grind. Cold in the back of my spine. Rust smoke in my lungs like pride. Boot print on a landmine. Step and decide.
Wires in my veins run black. Jaw locked, ready for the counterattack. Eyes like a red alarm light that cracked. Every promise in my path gets hacked. You want war? I bring floorboards splitting at the center seam. Every chief king talking like he built regimes, but I bled in arenas made of concrete dreams, where the edge tastes sharp and the weak get screamed. I don't chant for a crowd, I indict them. Every false idol, I spike them. Hang their slogans on hooks, rewrite them. Turn faith into fire, then ignite them. I've seen fists raised just to film from the stand. Seen rebels go silent when it touches their brands. I was built in the fault line, fists in the sand. Every setback carved the weapons in my hands. You flex in the fortress with rented bricks. I grew teeth from the pressure of the politics. I don't bother my rage for your little clicks. I'm the glitch in the system that never fixes. You lean on excuses like crutches on chrome. I lean on the scars that drag me home. Each insult etched like a bar in stone. Now my tongue's a hammer to your hollow throne. I don't need hooks when the lines are cut. Every word like a bolt through rusted gut. March on nails, still I never shut up. Wear the weight like armor that never lets up. I've walked past halos made out of screens, where every bright saint sells packaged dreams. They smile with teeth grown sharp for the feed, then choke on the truth when it starts to bleed. I remember cold nights in the burnt out flat, paint peeled off like the mask I had. Rats in the walls, no bed, just a mat. Hunger in my chest, wrote verses for that. No mentor, no hand from the sky, just a bare ball buzzing and a knot in my pride. Every doubt in my head, try to colonize till I split it with a pen like a battle cry. You call that pain? You just cosplay grit, wear chains for the style, not the weight that fits. I've seen real change, cut wrists to bits, left bruises in circles your feet never gets. I fed on rejection, chew the gristle and bone, turned every cold shoulder to a stepping stone. Now these cracks in the pavement map my zone, and your padded little path looks overgrown. I'm the fuse in the floor under office saints, the anonymous graffiti over marble paint. Every policy smile trying to act so quaint gets ripped at the seams by the words I paint. I don't spit for a playlist or tidy lane, I spit for the kid hearing echoes in rain, who stares at a ceiling that won't explain why the bills stay stacked like a loaded crane. I've been that weight on a fraying rope, counting exits in the tunnel with the failing hope, till I punch through stone with the broken scope. Now I drag that tunnel like a torn out throat. You can taste my history in every breath. Scar tissue, syllables coated in stress. No filter, just truth in a bulletproof vest. Marching straight through your curated mess. You glorify damage like it's fashion wear, while people drown quiet in a folding chair. I've seen last text sent to an empty air. Screens glow bright but nobody there, so I sharpen my fury into surgical lines. Slice clean through decorative lies. If comfort is a kingdom built to blind, I'll black out the lights and redraw the sky. No savior descending, just knuckles and grit. Just a crack mirror daring you to commit. Step inside the fracture, feel it split. Either stand in the fire or swallow and quit.
Cold in the back of my spine.
Rust in my lungs, powder on the floor, steps like sled
stars. Breathe this taste like war.
Jaw made of concrete, tongue full of nails. Spit hits the pavement, paint chips, glass hails. Sirens in the ceiling, pipes bleed black steam. Clock beats backwards, wires cut the dream. In a room with the walls bent inward, name carved deep where the plaster splintered. Knuckles tattooed by the brick I kissed. Handshake heavy like a cinder block fist. Stomp through the hallway, souls drag sparks. Blueprints burn like a brand on the dark. Every door chained with a rusted promise. Keyhole grins like a mouse so honest. I don't chase peace, I choke it in passing. Grip on calm till the bones start cracking. Teeth mark truth on the tongue of a coward. Turn that jar into crushed white powder. From damage in a dead man's grammar. Spit hot tar on the path they paved. Turn clean cuts into unmarked graves.
No halo, just a ring of flies. Orbit that buzzes around my eyes. Still I step with a grin like a landmine sprung. Snap back spine when the steel hits lungs.
See the flame in their palms like a sainted prize. But my hands stay black from the grit I prize. Grip that shame like a rope, then shred it. Feed that fear to the dogs that bred it. I don't bleed stories, I leak black ink. Lines crawl quick till the page can't think. Every letter is a nail in the mask they wear. Hang that face on a hook in electric air. This is a steel-toe sermon for the crooked and cornered. For the kid in the back with his breath still hoarded. Who chews on the echo of a slam-shut locker. Memory tastes like iron and copper. Locker door slam was a judge's gavel. Sentence served on a desk full of gravel. Desk legs shake while the class stays silent. Inside that quiet is a riot going violent. I learned my lessons on a busted antenna. Static in my head, every thought off center. Teacher said follow, I chewed that tether. Spat it back out like bristle and leather.
They want you bow, chalk dust halo. I'd rather choke on the smoke and the payload. Flip that script, break desk to splinters. Carve fresh rules in the bones of winter.
I remember cold nights with the heat on empty. Jacket as a blanket, hunger on 20. Fridge light mocking like a cheap interrogation. Mouth full of curses, zero rations. Got sick of praying to a cracked white ceiling. Paint peel shapes like a face revealing. Learn that hope in the jar turns sour when the lid stays shut for 1,000 hours.
So I bit my tongue till the taste turned metal. Spoke once, whole crowd unsettled. Words hit hard like a swung brick corner. Made weak hearts race like alarms on a border.
You want soft hands, find a safer sermon. I'm built from fumes, bad days and vermin. Every step forward is a boot through a barrier. Every phrase uttered is a spike in the carrier. Walk through the factory where my ghost got hired. Punch in, punch out, punch holes in the wires. Boss wears a grin like a dull meat cleaver. I say stay, but my pulse says leave here. Clock on the wall, drip thick, slow seconds. Each one heavy as a stone in a sentence. Count workers there with their hearts on silent. Dreams in a drawer with the knobs and violence.
I see myself in the chrome of the locker. Face cut up by the glare on the copper. Tell that mirror break if you're honest. Shards fall down like a crooked promise. Pocket full of write-ups, warnings, threats. Stacked like debts that the bank won't forget.
Like metal and dust. Knuckles ache, taste copper and rust.
Yo, jaw clenched till the fillings crack. I walk like a threat, not a welcome back. Every step on the pavement, pressure gauge red. Every doubt that you fed now tattoos my head. You drew targets on my back in a quiet room. I drew maps in the dark that erase your doom. You spread rumors in the glow of a cracked screen. I bled truth on the wall till the bricks gleam. I was raised with a siren sing shit. shift change songs, where a promise gets pawned for a pack in the thong, where the landlord laughs at an empty fridge, where the kids learn math from a corner bridge. I cut teeth on the grit of a shattered plan, wipe spit from my face with a burned out hand. You see scars as a weakness, a mark you can bend. I see scars as a language that tells you the end. I grind sleep into stone just to stay awake, turn panic into pressure that the steel can take. My reflection in the glass is a loaded stare. You can't measure this rage with a casual glare. You chase trends like a dog on a tangled leash. I chase ghosts through the smoke till they finally speak. Every lie that you sold had a barcode tag. Every favor you owed is a body bag. You stay soft in the glow of a padded screen. I stay sharp like a nail in your daydream. You write threats with the thumb and a common thread. I write fate with the fist and the mind gone red. I'm the twitch in your eye when the clock hits 2. I'm the thought in your head that won't let you through. I'm the cold in your throat when the lights go dead. I'm the boot in your chest when you step in my head. I tear out the chairs, flip tables on scripts and inherited prayers. You won't come from a storm that you built yourself. Stack bricks of denial on a hollow shelf. I got lungs full of smoke from your factory lies. Still spit ash in the pattern that spells your demise. I got calloused intent in the handshake grip. You got corporate regret in the backstage slip. You chase coins on a chain like a train machine. I chase peace through a field full of buried screams. You hold fear in your voice like a hidden knife. I hold fire in my chest like a second life. You keep feeding me down like a daily dose. I keep turning it all into teeth and bones. You keep shrinking your spine for a shallow throne. I keep carving my name into steel and stone. I don't answer to suits or a plastic crown. I don't kneel to a script that was written down. I don't flinch when the gate starts to clear my frame. I don't fold when you gamble with my last name. Concrete in my veins, I don't need your trust. Just a crack in the dam and a little rust. I'll reroute your control, pull the hidden wires, make your whole little throne short out in fires. I walk out of your maze with the walls in tow. Build a fortress from the traps that you used to own. I'll engrave every doubt that you threw my way on a rusted out spine that I wear like chain. When the blood hits your screens and the feed turns black, you'll remember my voice as the bite that cracked. Every frame that you used for a silent cage, every page that you burned in a quiet rage. You will stand in the ash of your perfect plan, and you still won't erase what I etched by hand. Crooked grid where the pipes breathe heat and the fuse stays lit, where the walls grow mold from the leaking proof, where the ceiling tile sag from a heavy truth. I won't drink from a tap that you fill with spin. I won't sign for a debt dressed as phantom kin. I won't trade my reflection for filtered gloss. I won't carry your guilt as a hidden cross.
Capitals on my neck like a rusted rosary.
I drag my doubts through a concrete hallway, chewed up posters, broken glass in the crawl space. Clock on the wall ticks loud like a cough, each second spitting out another write-off. I wear hand-me-down rage from a long line of tyrants, passed like a virus inside family silence. They fed me tough love with the cracked ceramic plate, then blamed every shard when I bled on the gates. I carved my name in the pain of a locked door, tongue full of nails, lungs heavy like a junk drawer. Therapist smile like a failed advertisement, selling cheap comments. I fluoresce in confinement. They call me too much, then they dial up the pressure. Shove me in the corner with the ruler in the lecture. Told to be polite while their handshake crushes bones, so I sharpen every note in the gravel and stones. threat. Soundtrack stomping on my overdrawn debts. Security eyes trace the ink on my wrist, reading every scar as a threat, not a list. Job man laughs at my torn up sneakers, as if polished leather ever humble grim reapers. Suits talk growth while they got another pay grade. Hand out cheap coffee like a bandage for an air raid. I watch fake smiles glitch under PowerPoint halos. Every pie chart has a circle of gallows. They bait us with crumbs, call it company culture. Meanwhile the break room reeks like a vulture. Politicians post from a marble veranda, writing new rules on a screen in propaganda. They trade our fear like a digital token. Shake hands in the smoke while the rest of us choking. News feed spinning like a rusted turbine. Every headline sharpened for a gullible mind. I turn that static into fuel for the furnace. Swear on each bruise that the script doesn't burn us. Back home, my inbox drip venom in bold font. Spam gods preaching what I never said I want. Pop-up sermons in the fluorescent frame, selling instant sainthood for the price of my name. Friends turn ghost when the rent comes knocking. All the breath, treat my hunger like a problem of talking. They say manifest while they pose with vacations, tagging fake joy over quiet starvation. My neighbor welds parts in a greased-in garage, skin like leather from the overtime barrage. He taught me you can't worship both comfort and truth. One rots your backbone, one sharpens your youth. I blast my rage through a cracked pair of speakers, wall so thin every neighbor hears the leaks first. If they complain, let them write to the landlord. Tell them passion sounds like a long overdue storm. I don't pray for a rescue from a polished stranger. I drag my own hope through the mouth of the danger. Spit black phlegm on the gears of the status. Watch them slip teeth when my anger hits the lattice. I lace my boots with freight extension cords, kick down panic in the manager's board. File my complaints on the side of a freight train. Every metal scream carving out my stage name. Body count grows in the corners of the timeline. Each name folded in a 30-second headline. We scroll past coffins like seasonal apparel, then wonder why I built the feel sterile. They built these apps as invisible cages, track every tremor when the populace rages. So I flip each survey in the code in defiance. Feed the grabs lies till the numbers breed silence. Teacher said follow, play nice in the sandbox, and graded all fear with a permanent ink box. I took that rubric, tore out the staples, used every bent pen to rewrite my labels. Now I'm blood in the teeth of a dead institution marching through. Steel taste on my tongue, I bite down on the panic. Boot print on the past, I grind it into the granite. Clock hand ticking like a pipe about to rupture. Nails in the ledger, every sin gets a structure. Backpack full of ashes, I was raised in the furnace. Every empty promise, just a spike in the sternum. Knuckles split open on a rusted religion. Tore the mask off, found a nest of decisions. They tried to feed me fear in a plastic container. Barcode on my breath, every thought on a hanger. I cracked the ceiling tile, saw the wires in the plaster. Pulled until it sparked, lit my name in the rafters. I never begged for a seat at that crooked table. I built a guillotine out of splintered cable. Mute to the comfort, deaf to the bargain. I caught the war drum out the side of the coffin. the basement, I took root instead. Concrete in my lungs, but I still kept breathing. Turned dust into teeth, now the dust keeps bleeding. I walked through alarms just to test their devotion. They scattered like roaches in the warehouse ocean. Sirens in the rafters blinking red accusation. I stared them into static, stripped their automation. Fingerprints burned up from the days I was silent. Now every bar I spit's an industrial siren. I tattoo my regret on the spine of the system. Made the cameras watch me as I rewrote the victim. The throne is a swivel chair squeaking in circles. My throne is a fracture in the surface that hurts you. I'm the glitch in the code that they thought was a feature. I'm the mask in the mirror that devours its preacher. Shelter, stared till the ink turned to mold in the center. I peeled that sheet, wrapped it tight round their slogan, smothered the chant, left the choir all frozen. They worship a symbol stamped on cheap leather. I'm worshiping nothing, I'm severing tethers. The crown is a low glued to their forehead. Mine's just a scar where the headache got sorted. I crawled out the vent while they staged their confession. Found a back room stacked with the hidden obsessions. Ledger full of names under fluorescent weather. I blacked every entry with an oil slick feather. I'm the cough in your boardroom, the crack in your filter, dust in your optics, a permanent winter. You can laminate rules, you can laminate offers. I'm still walking barefoot, tracking mud on your office. I'm eating my shame like stale glass for breakfast. Spit out the shards as a blueprint for vengeance. Your comfort is built on the backs that you twisted. I'm the tremor that says that the floor's gone ballistic. Your medals are mirrors that warp your reflection. Your handshake's a riddle that reeks of infection. I tore out the views from your patient array. Watched every fake halo fade in the vapor. I'm carving a warning in the core of your servers. Lines of my anger etched deep in the curses. Each word a hammer in a corridor of hardware. Each step a fracture in your climate control dark lair. If you're hunting for mercy, check the archives of heaven. If you're hunting for me, follow footprints in venom. I'll be standing unarmed in the heart of your racket. Jaw set like an animal, soul shaped like a bracket.
Static in my teeth, metal in my grin, blueprint on the welcome mat, knuckles dragging in. I walk in like a fault line, jaw wide tight, hands still stained from the jobs last night. Rust on my tongue, that blood metal taste. Whole room freeze when the mass in place. I don't pray, I calculate angles, count each breath, rearrange the halo. Steel toe sermon on a cracked cold floor. Every loose mouth gets nailed to the door. I got chip dust clinging to the cracked phone screen. Missed call stacking while I plot this scene. Turn my pulse into a drip while stretched so thin. Any wrong word and the hunt begins. I got friends turn threats, turn chalk outlines, turn initials on a wall that the rain can't hide. I don't chase what's gone, I just salt that ground. If they cross my name, then they don't get found. Teeth grit like gravel when I grind that thought. Every cheap lie that they sold, I bought. Now I'm cashing in debt with a clenched closed fist. Every you won't make it goes on my hit list. Ink in my wrist veins scribbled like notes. Whole life written in the margin quotes. Page by page I rebuilt my rage. Stapled my past to a rusted cage. Raised on the echo of a slam front door, on a fridge light humming in a cracked tile floor, on a shut up sit down ricochet in my skull, on a calendar stuck in a bad year lull. I learned real quick how to weaponize quiet, how
How to turn one stare to a five-man riot. How to twist each slight to a sharpened spike. How to walk in storms that the cowards like. I stitched duct tape dreams to my worn-out shoes. Every step said break, but I stayed that fuse. Turned cheat code dinners into sharpened focus. Every you ain't special turned me ferocious. I seen weak men talk with a king-size jaw. Crack on impact when they meet real flaw. Spine made thin from the praise they need. Can't stand straight when it's time to bleed. I'm the worst case script that they never rehearse. Wrong face, wrong place when they hear that verse. I don't toast a piece, I just map my path. Make calm look kind while I chart the wrath. My brain's like a back alley wet and slick, with a flickering sign that reads move quick. Every bad choice like initials carved in the bar stool's wood where the hope went starved. Inspire, I'm here to expose every backroom deal, every friend turned foe, every handshake hiding that poison thorn, every cheap crown bent on a borrowed throne. I got names I can press like a thumb to glass. Watch they fake tough talk turn brittle fast. Got tales I can spill like gasoline trails. Watch their perfect little world go off the rails. I see fear in the twitch of a half-closed eye, in the way they all joke when the stakes run high, in the way they all flinch when the truth gets near, in the way no one moves till the smoke blows clear. I've been cut from circles like loose threads snipped, and stitch myself back with a busted grip. I don't beg for a seat where the air tastes staged. I flip whole tables when my hunger's caged. I carve my skill from the nights I crack, from the cheap bright signs and the debts I stack, from the hand-me-down blame and the heat of shame, from the long cold walk saying own your name. So I spit like a nail gun. Like a nail gun. Static rain on a dead screen glow. Steel teeth chewing through the echo. An oil black stain, rust on the circuit, rot in the chain. Work boots tap in a flickering hallway. Clipboard king barking out the small blame. Fluorescent buzz drilling through my skull plate. Coffee breath or the same old new name. Crack mud, cold desk, overtime handshake. Clock face grins with the crooked gold fang. Smile for the file, little box for your heartbreak. Data in a cage with a barcode tag. Staples pop like knuckles in a clenched fist. Inbox floods like a busted vein pressure. Every fake laugh twisting like a rusted wrist. Slick with ambition and cheap leather. Break room talk is like a sales pitch sermon. Cheap chips gossip in the softcore venom. Boss man preaching about the brand and purpose while the floorboards grown under budget burdens. I see exit signs but they point in circles. Every OA ends in another commercial. Chuck quote on a peeling poster. Smiling face printed over quiet ulcers. My ID badge is a dog tag chain hanging on my neck like a quiet flame. Every tap of the keys writes a numbered grave. Every spreadsheet row is a well-behaved slave. They want one tone, one pose, one pace. Dial down rage, dial up that grace. But the tongue in my jaw is a razor blade, grinding in the groove that the liars made. Concrete yard in the sideways downpour. Metal gate rattles like a lockjaw strain. Footsteps splash in the gutter, run contour. Billboard grin soaking in the acid rain. Drone hum tracing out a lazy circle. Red eye blinking like a boy God's pupil. Every blink catching every small hurtful. Every small tremor when the spine feels brutal. Gray sky pressing like a hand on the forehead. Power lines droop like a strangled chorus. Car horn cough and the siren in the distance. Wet brick stink and the tongue of exhaust. Downtown signs flicker on a crooked cycle. Discount hope in the clearance fund. Sidewalk preacher on a milk crate pedestal, selling quick fixes in a rented one. I cut through alleys that remember old footsteps. Graffiti names buried under fresh paint. Shame, old crew faces on these riveted walls. They jump ship early or they sank in flame. Used to share snacks and the last few dollars. Now it's HR memos and performance charts. Used to crack jokes till the lungs felt better. Now the jokes die out when the boss walks past. This concrete breed got his teeth in my jacket, pulling my collar to another long shift. Every raindrop taps out a coded message, telling my temper to reload the gift. line tenses like a cable pulled tight. Thoughts buzz harsh like a loose street light, but the brainstem fire keeps naming each slight. Line by line, carving out a sharper bite. It's like a small explosion. Shoes off, land in a crooked formation. Phone screen glow spills a silent poison. Newsfeed scroll is a glitch-filled nation. Every new headline is a copied fracture. Different date stamp on the same old pattern. Talking heads chew on the raw disaster. Selfie packs from a glowing cab. On apartment walls, then it's tissue paper. Neighbors argue in a loop frustration. Baby cry blends with the lift sold labor. Pipes knock time like a board foundation. Sink full of dishes, half paid light bill. Light shines on a carton and a question. Stomach grinds loud like a broken drill. Brain runs laps in a locked off section. Mirror face meets me with a blank translation. Eyes look tired like they walk through gravel. Ink stained veins map out the aggravation. Skin pulls tight over coiled up shrapnel. The job each days, then there come new eats.